This time of year is often an opportunity to reflect back on where we've come from and look forward with excitement in envisioning where the next year might take us. Preparing for this episode of the IoT Uplink happened to coincide with one of my favorite holiday traditions, watching Clark Griswold trying, failing, and then ultimately giving his family a holiday to remember in Christmas Vacation. This movie was made 25 years ago, so just imagine what the man could have done with some wireless routers and smart metering devices.
So how exactly is the industrial internet transforming our world? Dr. Richard Mark Soley, Executive Director of the Industrial Internet Consortium, says it will make production more cost-efficient in all industries, as well as allow better decision-making based on advanced analytics. He points out that while the Industrial Revolution and the Internet Revolution have changed the world, the Industrial Internet will take it a step further by providing a low-cost, high-value way to integrate information based on widely distributed sensors, smart machines, big data, and real-time analytics. However, Soley argues that the growing movement requires collaboration between software developers and software product developers across organizations, and a shared set of policies and recommendations for all aspects of the industrial internet. And speaking of the Industrial Internet Consortium, it was recently announced that the leading power and automation supplier ABB is joining the IIC. Founded in March of this year, the consortium now boasts more than 100 member organizations and universities. ABB will join the IIC in 2015 with the goal of fostering collaboration amongst more technology companies. The company feels that joining the consortium will give them more opportunities to influence the development of the industrial internet and the accelerating application of sensors, software, and communication technology, all of which are examples of products supplied by ABB.
One of the reasons more companies could be attracted to organizations such as the IIC stems from the role the industrial internet will undoubtedly play as a core element of Industry 4.0. This is a term that began as a project of the German government, but has gained momentum in representing a focus on the wider spread computerization of manufacturing. More specifically, this entails the implementation of smarter equipment and processes focused on greater efficiency, safety, security, and connectivity throughout the enterprise. In other IoT supplier news, Belden, a leading presence in manufacturing signal transmission, recently reached an agreement to acquire security and compliance solutions provider Tripware for $710 million. The goal will be for these companies to work together in delivering the next generation of cybersecurity solutions. As we look ahead to 2015, expect to see more of these types of strategic mergers and acquisitions. The need for stronger, more secure transmission capabilities will continue to grow, as will the need to produce, analyze, and safely store and access more data. This is going to lead to those within the IoT realm investigating growth through the acquisition of key functionality that lies outside of their core competencies.
A recent report from Accenture and GE entitled Industrial Internet Insights Report for 2015 found that 80 to 90% of companies feel that big data analytics is a top priority heading into the new year. Companies largely expect to realize their goals, with 76% of those surveyed stating that they expect investments in big data to increase over the next year. Additionally, a whopping 84% said that the use of big data analytics has the power to shift the competitive landscape for my industry within the next year alone. These findings also showed that companies are well aware of the risks of falling behind. About half of those surveyed reported talent gaps in critical areas, and 56% named analyzing data as an area with a shortage of talent. The survey also found that data silos and a lack of security are major barriers to implementing an approach complementary to the industrial Internet of Things.
A recent column by Scott Stone of Cisco Eagle offered some interesting insight on how the IoT is currently impacting some very common elements of the plant floor. For example, conveyor manufacturer Hytrol syncs its conveyors with its Toolbox app that provides users with conveying information relative to maintenance timelines and procedures. Additionally, the use of automated guided vehicles, or AGVs, have been playing a key role in improving distribution center efficiency for quite some time. Now, with the ability to connect them to more data-driven wireless sensor networks, their impact is even greater. They can not only receive information for processing orders, but convey inventory information back to an ERP system. What is perhaps most exciting about this technology is that so much opportunity still exists. A number of research outlets say that only 10 to 15% of industrial operations are fully connected. In my opinion, that's actually a bit high. It'll be interesting to see how strongly this adoption rate grows in 2015 as security improves, associated pricing stabilizes, and manufacturing realizes the value and ROI embedded within a more connected approach. That's going to do it for this episode. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and check out the site for all your manufacturing and IoT news. For all of us here at Manufacturing.NET, have a safe and happy holiday season. This has been the IoT Uplink.